All right, y'all. So, got some insight. I got some incoming downloads about some karmic energies that are coming through. I had some prophetic dreams, some visions. So, I just feel like it's a very active time. Y'all know I don't do recordings until it's time for me to speak or until I'm being told to speak. So, here's what's going on. The first message that I got was play at your own risk. So there is a karmic energy who is playing games with you. Little do they know that they are not playing checkers. They not even playing chess. They not even on the same bored. They have no idea about this game. They didn't even go to training. This is a next level game that they are trying to play, and they think that they're playing chess. They think they even playing checkers, but really they playing themselves. Let's get into it. I also heard one trumpet. Okay, I heard a trumpet sounding. All right, and it was just one single horn blowing. And this was either in my dream, but I heard it very loudly and very clairaudiently, and that definitely feels like a sign of things to come. And yesterday, I just so happened to run into a very spiritual, a very religious person. And just because they're religious doesn't mean that there isn't a message. So, they were a Bible thumper for sure. However, they did have some good messages for me because sometimes you just have to sit back and listen. Like, just because we don't share the same beliefs doesn't mean that the message isn't necessarily for me. There might be a message in what it is that you're telling me, although I might not agree with you 100%. So I just let this girl talk for hours about her religion, about her passion for Jesus, about her passion for Christ and the church. And, for spiritual people, this was like seething in my brain. However, I didn't go into any of my spiritual practices because I already knew that she wasn't there spiritually, mentally, or, capable of hearing even about tarot. Like, that's how into the word of the Bible this individual was, which is great because, like I was telling her, however an individual gets to their divinity, to their righteousness, to their God, to their God self or whatever, that's their business, that's their prerogative. As long as you're not robbing, killing, stealing anybody, however you get to if you choose a rock to praise that rock, and this rock makes you better and it increases you and it helps you live in righteousness, then I'm all for you praising that rock. So I listened to this girl for hours without interjecting about my spirituality, about my beliefs. I just let her burn my ear off about Jesus and her love for God and the Bible, and just running off these Bible passages to me. And for some of y'all, I already know, like, y'all probably would have cussed her out. Like, I know y'all would, like, anybody would have, like, quit pushing your belief on me, because that's what it felt like. But for some reason, the spirit told me to just be still today. So I was still and I listened. The more she was talking, she did have some kind of download that came to her while she was in the middle of her preaching. And she was like, Trump is trumping. The trumpets are trumping. And I was like, okay, so now you're getting the message about my dream, because that night before I heard that trumpet very loud, and she said the trump is trumpet. And I was like, that's crazy, because I just had a dream that yeah, I didn't tell her what was going on because she was not ready for anything esoteric at this point. It was pure religion, and that's all that's helping her, which is great, because she felt like a very genuine person in whatever she was trying to do. But the reason I was meant to listen is because through all of that, there was this one message: the Trump is trumping. So, still have yet to determine what that means, but really, I think it's just very obvious that, whatever's going on with the president in politics this is the first sound right now. This is just the first wave of incidents to come. But on a more personal level, some of you guys may be dealing with karmic energies. Okay, if something has happened to you recently, there's something going on with the planets aligning and stuff like that. So I feel like there is a lot of energy that is going on in the collective right now. So this may be a very chaotic time. Things may happen abruptly, suddenly. You may hear stories of things happening. This is a time where you may see a lot of people go into depression, dark nights of the souls. Okay, fear and anxiety and paranoia is rampant amongst the people. Those particular demons, parasites of fear and attachment, detachment, like all those parasites are heavy on the people right now. So that may be why you may be seeing what you're seeing or hearing what you're hearing. If it feels like everybody is in distress, that's because a lot of people are. So it's going to be very important and imperative to make sure you're keeping your emotions stable. Practice emotional stability. So right now, it's shadow work time for a lot of people, especially if you're spiritual. So about these karmics, it feels like spirit has some karmics that they are addressing, or this is what's happening to your karmics. Are the people who are intentionally trying to cause chaos in your life, or putting obstructions or blocks in your path of progress. They have another thing coming. That's what I heard. Some of your ops think that they are winning, and they have another thing coming. And then I'm hearing play at your own risk. It's an old 80s song. I don't know, African Bambaataa? I don't know who sings that, but all I know, the only lyrics that I hear is play at your own risk. So I don't know, you gotta be like a little old school to know what I'm talking about. So this could be for a certain age group, millennials or Gen X or something like that. Let's see what's the tea. First of all, y'all need to be taking screenshots and getting evidence, proof, and facts. That's why they're playing at their own risk. They don't know the screenshots. They don't know the video footage that you have. They don't know the evidence that you have. So somebody trying to come at you while you holding on to some gems. Okay, they over here playing chess and they playing chess. Like I said, they over here playing games when you ain't playing at all. This ain't no game. So while they think that they put their king on the board, or they got checkmate, whatever, we not even playing that game. We playing a whole different game, and you don't even know, and you losing. This may also have something to do with love triangles, third party relationship, multiple lovers. So I feel like somebody's gonna get caught up because they are gonna find out. Some of your karmics are finna be in distress because they're gonna find out that the same relationship that they be pushing in front of everybody, that they try to make look perfect, like me and my perfect marriage, me and my perfect husband, me and my perfect wife, is, of course, it's just a front for the gram or for the TikTok or whatever. And they are about to go home within the next 24 to 48 hours and realize that their person has been putting them in a love triangle, or they're going to get caught up in a love triangle of some sort. They're being rejected. And this is all a part of their bad karma. So they're receiving karma for messing with you. And a part of their karma is that they're being caught up in it. They're finding out that the person that they like, mine. Okay, so I'm just hearing this quote. Mine would never. That's what I heard. So this karmic feels like their person would never do this to them. They just feel like they have it, like this is not their life. While it's gonna become their life. They're gonna have the life of a cheating spouse, and everything they said, that everything they pretended, and I don't even know how to put this, y'all. Everything they pretended is gonna backfire on them. They're now gonna have the life of somebody who is embarrassed, humiliated publicly by their spouse for cheating, and they're gonna have to explain themselves. It's a whole big mess with these karmics, y'all. They've been doing a lot of flake flexing. I keep saying that, flake flexing. They a bunch of flakes, and they keep flexing a bunch of nothing. And the reason for it is because it's like y'all are dealing with some people who have never had clout or attention in their life. This is like a manager who was bullied in school. So now it's like they have a position of power. And so they want to bully everybody else. Like, you could tell the weak person, or a person that's still living in the high school mentality, because they're trying to be a bully because they've never had clout before. They've never had attention before. They've never had money before. So they go around and flaunt it and flex it. But little do they know, their karma is that all of that is about to be stripped from them within the next 24 to 72 hours. Real talk. Stay tuned for the part 2.